So thank you so much for joining us today. We're very excited about this episode, specifically dealing with Flux and LoRa's and making LoRa's for Flux. There's a couple of key principles that if you follow will make quite a sizable difference in the quality of the LoRa that you generate, and then all the comedy that can ensue. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so let's first start talking about the photography aspect of this, because it is the first thing that you will be addressed with. The key to getting good results is to do your photographic samples in a flat light situations. So not a contrasty situation. And in addition, make sure your talent has probably 2 or 3 different types of clothing. So when doing the photography, make sure that you shoot from 3 positional distances: close up, medium shot, and wide shot. Also, shoot at approximately a 30-degree angle off of the symmetry. So if you imagine the nose of being the symmetrical point, shoot at approximately 30 degrees off both on the left and the right. And that will make quite a bit of difference in how the training assembles these things together. So you can see how the flat lighting really smooths things out. And shoot both interiors and exteriors, and try and keep the actual skin tone in the same value. You really only need between 20 and 25 images to make this work. I shot them with my smartphone, which actually will shoot 50 megapixel pictures. A lot of these camera phones really over sharpen the image. So what I did was I took them all into Photoshop and defocused them with a Gaussian blur by about 5%. And that actually made quite a sizable difference. When I did it the first time, I hadn't done that process, and you know, we're not young people. The sharpness really had a big effect on how we looked. This softening of the Gaussian made quite a bit of difference and made the image much more appealing. Okay, so what I wanted to do was talk about the tool set that we're going to be using. This tool set is called PixelDojo, and it's a fantastic grouping of tools that this gentleman named Brian had put together. And it has a variety of flavors of Flux. He has a Flux trainer. He also has a bunch of stable diffusion elements in there. He has a lighting tool. There's just a lot of things inside of PixelDojo, and he is working on it constantly and expanding the tool set almost on a daily basis. So this is great innovation, and I'm really happy to be supporting him on this project. Okay, so let's go to the training stage now, which is quite easy. Yes, I shot about 50 pictures, and from those 50 pictures we distilled them down to approximately 25 pictures. You will need to create a zip file, and you need to make sure that this zip file is under 100 megabytes in total. Okay, let's go get my file, which is this one right here. So I will call this first one, I've already made a few already, but I will call this Paula_3. This is of a person, and so all I need to do is click Start Training. This whole process takes about 20 minutes. Go have a coffee and then come back and get ready for the comedy. Okay, so it's done. What you want to do is you want to go to Flux LoRa under here. If you use any of these other versions of Flux, it's just like a conventional image generator. But we want to use the LoRa. So let's go get LoRa. And I will click on that, and it drops that URL right in here. Another side note that's really fantastic is that you can export these. For instance, I use Comfy UI locally, and it allows me to use this LoRa that I generated here on my local machine. Okay, so it says a photo of Paula_2, and she is a woman. Let's have her surfing at the beach. And let's see how this turns out. And it also has an enhancer, which is a prompt enhancer, and it's kind of handy. You'll see that it'll fill itself in, a high-resolution photograph of a woman named Paula surfing at the beach during a golden sunset, etc. So this LoRa strength 0.8 seems to be about the optimal. When I was doing object tests, I had to crank it pretty high, and you'll kind of find the sweet spot based upon what your prompt is. Over here you've got a variety of aspect ratios that you can work with, but let's go with an ultra wide and see how this goes. And you hit the generate, and it goes and bakes the bread. So the thing I wanted to talk to you about was the pricing on PixelDojo. The advantage to it is that it has a lot of different tools. It's really fantastic what he has been able to make here. And another thing that's great is that there is a Discord, so you can definitely speak directly to Brian with any issues or approaches or ideas that you might have. He's been very open and responsive to all of this. There's a bunch of different types of services that are popping up like this, but I really like PixelDojo. Also, you get much better service. I mean, I can reach directly out to him and he responds within 5 minutes. So that's been really handy for some of the things that I needed to ask about. We're really happy about this. This is really fun, and I'm constantly thinking about people and objects that I can basically kind of shoot and then transform into new and unique things. As a photographer in the past and a photographer in the present and now a photographer in the future, this is really exciting and really extends and allows for tremendous innovation, not only with your images and your archive of content that's probably sitting and collecting dust, as mine is. Amplify a lot of your older images and bring them back to life again in a new and kind of really amusing way. We're really excited about the future with Flux and LoRA in AI images and AI video. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to drop a comment down below. And don't forget, ding, 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 and I think you know what that means. Thank you very much and have a great day, and make art your purpose. Okay, let's LoRA together. I LoRA you. Ha!